Okay, sir. So, yes, welcome back to our third lectures. And yes, so this is our third consecutive lecture. And yesterday also we got 15 queries, in which 5 came through the Facebook and 5 came through the YouTube. And I had answered all the questions. And there was some queries regarding the syllabus and other thing that is also I had taken care of it. So, in this third lecture, so I welcome to everyone and let us make this lecture interesting, and not only interesting, it should be little, I mean, as a joyful. So, in order to make this joyful, what we will do that we will go together and we will investigate all the possibilities, and we will ask why at every step, so that nothing should be left. What we are interested, we are, if you remember, the syllabus is same. Even you are writing IIT exam, GRE, or the maths GRE or subject GRE in physics also, this paper is useful for all students. Okay, so that's in our last lectures we had seen the order and the degree and how to calculate, and we also realized that the order always exists but degree may or may not exist. Today in this lecture our initial point is the differential equation and what are the tools are available to solve the differential equation. So in order to understand, there are so many tools are available, but we need in such a ways of classification of differential equation. So at the end we should aware which method is applicable for which kind of the differential equation. So let us start from zero and let us we will try to end up at the infinity. Okay. So in this OD, ordinary differential equation. Okay. So the ordinary differential equation is, we are going to define in two ways. The two type of the ordinary differential equation. One is linear OD, another one non-linear OD. Non-linear ordinary differential equation. So any differential equation have a two classification. One is linear, another one is non-linear. Differential equation, from beginning we had seen, differential equation means difference equation in differential of dependent variable. So whenever I say the linear means linear in the dependent variable. So by default we used to take y. Yesterday there was a question by the student from IIT Indore. He asked me, why y always? Why not x, t, u, v? I suggested it is just for convenience, but there is no specifically we used as the y. But you can write as x also, t also, whatever you want. Then the differentiation will be, if you are taking a differential equation in x, means x is dependent variable, then derivative x will appear. Okay, nothing special. It is just because from 5th or 6th onward we used to write y as a function of x, just for convenience, because y comes after x, right? Okay, so this is the linear Differential equation means linear in y. What is the meaning of linear in y? The derivative of y and the y, the power of y and y dash must be the 1. Right? Linear means I can write here the power of y or its derivative should be less than or equal to 1. People can ask, and greater than 0 or equal to 1 or 0. Okay. The power must be either 0 or the 1 only. If power is 2, 3, 4, then that will be the non-linear. Otherwise, it is the non-linear. Meaning, if at least one, either y or y dash have power not 0 and not 1, what else are remaining 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or negative 1 over y? These are non-linear differential equation. For example, y dash is equal to y power 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is not 1, not 0. This is a differential equation in y. So this is an example of non-linear differential equation. If you see here, one example, y double dash plus y is equal to 0. See, this is a differential equation. In y, the derivative second differential operator of y, the whole power is 1, y power is 1. Right? Another example, y dash is equal to sin x whole square. This is also linear. Why linear? This is a differential equation in y, not in x. So sin x raised to the power 2, यहाँ पे हम 2 पावर ले सकते हैं क्योंकि ये डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन y में है. So the y और y का डेरिवेटिव का जो पावर होना चाहिए या तो 1 हो या तो 0. So this is a differential equation. Y equal to 0 is also a differential equation which is a linear because the derivatives here zero's derivative there and the power is 1. Okay. So I think now we understand what is the linear and what is the non-linear. Okay. So once we now able or we know this is the linear and this is the non-linear differential equation. What else are remaining? So to find this is the non-linear differential equation. So yeah, this is the non-linear differential equation. To solve the non-linear differential equation, we have some methods to solve. What are the methods? So there are yes. So yeah, how will you solve the non-linear differential equation? Anybody? So we have so many methods: Jacobi method, iterative method, and many more. And in numerical analysis, we will study in details. This whole the non-linear differential equation will occur in the numerical analysis, and there we will solve this non-linear differential equation together. All right. Okay. So we will look at it, and there is one theorem, very important: uniqueness and existence. There we will use fx minus fy that is equal to k times x minus k. So here we will use one Lipschitz continuity. With the help of Lipschitz continuity, we will say under what condition a non-linear differential equation have unique solution or not. So with this chapter we will look it later. Okay? Once this linear differential equation is over. Because this will not take more than 1 or 2 lectures. That's all. Maximum 1 lecture is sufficient for me. maximum one lecture. In that lecture, we will solve all the problem, including CSIR, GATE, PIFR, NVHM, GRE, all the problem. Okay? So we should discuss it at the end. So if you remember, we started differential equation and then we categorize two types. One is ordinary differential equation, partial differential equation and integral equation. Alright. So after that we calculated order and degree and then we categorize the ordinary differential equation in the two forms. One is linear and another one is non-linear. Right? Now we are in linear, means throughout this class whatever differential equation will be the linear. Linear means linear will be in the dependent variable and its derivatives. Okay. So to discuss the linear differential equation, I am going to categorize. So let us write the example. I had already written some example of the linear differential equation. If you remember the one, I am going to use one operator like example. One example like y double dash plus y dash, or we can put here a 1y dash plus a 2y is equal to some function, I say it is dx. Okay. This is a differential equation. If you see differential equation in y, if you remember the power of y is 1, y dash 1, y double dash also 1. So this is the linear differential equation. Okay. And some notation is we can write as y is equal to dx, where L is equal to L of y is equal to y double dash plus a1y dash plus a2y. Okay. So where L is differential operator, this L is operator. Interested student can look the book Earl A. Codington. Earl A. Codington. Fourth volume only. Okay, not first to third is not good that much enough. Earl A. Codington, the textbook. Okay. So throughout this class, I am going to use Ly is equal to Vx. Right? So Ly will be this. If it is the third order, y double dash plus even y double dash, and even though we will use the Ly. Okay. So the linear, the example is for linear, I am using the standard notation Ly is equal to Vx. Whenever we have written Ly is equal to Vx means the L is the differential operator, y is the dependent variable in which the power of y and its derivative is always either 1 or the 0 only. So Ly is equal to Vx, right? So now we have two categories. So this is the differential equation. Understand? This is the differential equation. And so again we have a two classification, or 1 second. Yes, so the two classifications from here. The one is initial value problem. Initial value problem. We will note as IVP. And another one, boundary value problem. The linear differential equation have two classifications, the initial value problem and the boundary value problem. Initial value problem means the condition given at initial point or at a single point. Here condition given, how can be boundary? If we have a 2 point, right? Otherwise no boundary. Give the condition given more than 1 point, more than 1 point. So if we have a condition at more than 1 point, or here, or conditions at single point only. Alright? If condition at single point, we say this is a linear differential equation. You can see some examples. See, Ly equal to Vx, the condition y at 0 is equal to 0 and y dash 0 is equal to 1. Right? The boundary value problem, Ly equal to y double dash plus y is equal to sin x, and the condition y at 0 is equal to 2 and y dash phi at equal to 3. My dear student, this is a differential equation, linear differential equation. Here the condition y at 0 is equal to 0, its derivative, the second condition also given at 0. So the condition given at 0 and 1, the initial points are same. Here, the one condition given at when x is 0, then y is 2, when x is 5, then its derivative is 3. It's meaning the condition given at two different points. So this is an example of boundary value problem. This is an example of initial value problem. Some students are telling, sir, tell me, I think like by plus dash equal to simply 0. Here I have taken the bx equal to 0. So this is a classification of initial value problem and boundary value problem. Then the question arises, what are the methods available? How do you solve? How to solve? Right? So here we have so many methods. One is Strum-Liouville problem. Strum-Liouville problem. It associated to the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. The second one, using the Green function. So to solve the boundary value problem, we have two methods. One is Strum-Liouville problem, another one is the Green function. So we will calculate the Green function to solve the any boundary value problem, and we use the Strum-Liouville problem, means the Strum-Liouville is given a method to solve the boundary value problem. So we will use this method to solve any boundary value problem. Okay. Then question, how we will solve the initial value problem? Then you decide and tell me. Initial value problem is differential equation will be given, condition will be given at single point. In boundary value problem, everything will be same, but condition will be at more than 1 point. So I think for easiness, for better understanding, we should start first initial value problem. So because here the conditions are given at a point only. Here the conditions are given more than 1 point. So once we will be able to solve a linear differential equation which has initial condition, meaning condition in linear differential equation with initial condition or with conditions at single point, then we will extend this concept for the boundary value problem. क्योंकि हमें यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट पे दिया रहता है कंडीशन, तो हम क्या करेगा, इसको 2 पॉइंट पे हम कंडीशन दिया रहेगा, उसको हम आसानी से सॉल्व कर सकता है. सभी को समझ में आ रहा है? ओके. सो अब हम चालू करता है इनिशियल वैल्यू प्रॉब्लम। ओके डियर स्टूडेंट, आई थिंक सभी का कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है। अदरवाइज अगेन यू कैन सेंड योर क्वेरीज to my mail ID artiwari15@icertevm.ac.in, or you also can send through my WhatsApp number 9013488680. Also you can ask your question in the YouTube channels also or the Facebook page also. It is my pleasure. I will happy to answer you shortly. Okay. So let us start the initial value problem. Okay. Yes, so now we all are in such a condition, we are in such a situation. Now we can start and write the initial value problem. So what is the initial value problem? IVP, meaning a differential equation with condition given at single point. Okay, do not worry, we are going to make a last classification. The initial value problem have two cases. One is homogeneous initial value problem, another one non-homogeneous initial value problem. What is this meaning? The homogeneous, this is the homework for you. Go and find out and tell me why the term homogeneous we are using here. The homogeneity you all are aware from 11, 12 onward, and I believe that you can, if some students are not able to understand what is the homogeneous, then we will discuss it soon. But it is my request, you can search in the Google, type the homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Okay, so the homogeneous means here, this is a differential equation in y, so it should be homogeneous in y. If you notice all the concept whatever we are discussing in y, because our differential equation. So whenever I am going to write something, you understand that terminology is going to use in the y. I had written the differential equation, then its differential equation was in y. I had given differential equation with initial condition, then condition was again given for y. Homogeneous means homogeneous in y, then this should be 0. Homogeneous means here the Bx should be 0, meaning the Ly is equal to 0 plus some condition will be given, right? Plus some conditions. So these two will be given. Non-homogeneous means here in the non-homogeneous Bx will not be the 0. It will be something. It will contribute something. So in the homogeneous initial value problem, Bx identically 0. So as y is equal to 0, we will calculate from here. Okay. It is alright to everyone. So now we are, for example, tell me where Bx is equal to 0, simply y double dash 0, y dash is equal to 0, y dash plus y is equal to 0. See, the separate function of x should be the 0. Another example, y double dash plus sin x, y is equal to 0. Homogeneous means L y is equal to 0, meaning if you put y is equal to 0, the whole equation should be 0. If you put y is equal to 0 here, this will be 0, this will be 0, this is the homogeneous. Sir. Give me just 1 second. But वही वाला चालू करना है या करना बच्चा भी अच्छा तो 5 मिनट इसमें बहुत है हाँ Okay, so homogeneous value problem, this is a non-homogeneous value problem, and Bx is non-zero, right? So this is the cases, right? So if you remember, here y double dash 0, the coefficient of y double dash is constant, coefficient is also constant, but notice here, the coefficient of y is non-constant. So in initial value problem, in homogeneous initial value problem, we can have the cases that the coefficient in the differential equation may be constant or may not be constant. This give another classification for the kind of classification it's given. So the homogeneous initial value problem have two classification. So what is this? The homogeneous initial value problem with constant coefficient. Other one, homogeneous initial value problem with variable coefficient. Meaning here the coefficient will be the variable. Then to solve this equation, the solution of such a kind of differential equation is known as Cauchy problem. Okay? To solve homogeneous initial value problem with variable coefficients is known as the Cauchy problem. This will take only 10 minutes. But so again we should come back here. A differential equation written Ly is equal to y double dash plus a1y dash plus a2y is equal to 0 plus some condition. This is a linear differential equation or homogeneous. This is a homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay. Why? The coefficient a1 and a2 are constant. They are not variable. The coefficient a1 and a2 are constant. The coefficient a1 and a2 are constant. So we will discuss it, and now so now we are in such a place that homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficient. The example of second order, this is equal to 0. A1 and A2 are constant. So this is the linear differential, homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficient. How will you find a solution? So what you have to do that the first step number 1, LR is equal to, you have to put R2 plus A1R plus A2R power 0, this one. Auxiliary equation, this is known as auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation. Second derivative, then it will be R2, first derivative R, 0 derivative R power 0. So this will come out R2 plus A1R plus A2 is equal to 0. Right? This is a quadratic equation. We all are aware what if we can, this is a quadratic equation, then definitely it have a two roots, right? What are the roots? I say R1 and R2. So what is the first one? That there will be many cases. This is a quadratic equation. अगर हम इसको सॉल्व करेगा तो हमें दो रूट्स मिलेगा, R1 एंड R2. क्या हो सकता है? केस नंबर 1, R1 R2 दोनों अलग हो, सेम ना हो, both should not be the same. Then if R1 and R2 are different, then the first solution will be y e raised to the power R1x and y2 e raised to the power R2x. These are two solutions. This is a quadratic, so हमारा दो solution आएगा. We will get two solution, y1 and y2. If it is a cubic, then we will get three solution, r1, r2, r3. Then e raised to the power r1x, r2x and e raised to the power r3x. You tell me, my dear student, what if either they are same or what can be possible? They are not same. When they are not same, we have taken care. And in other case, if they are same, then what will be the case? Tell. When r1 is equal to r2, then again y1 is r1x is the solution and y2 is equal to e raised to the power r1x into x. This will be your answer. Solution is very simple. Now I believe that every student who has gone through this class, you go and solve all the problem. Even you can Google or take any book. I guarantee you that you can solve any kind of the problem. Okay? We can do some problem. चलो जी, एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करते हैं. पहला y डबल डैश माइनस y डैश 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. Or I can put it this, you can take it 6 and 5y dash 6y minus this can take plus. Okay, so this is the differential equation. Find the solution. ओके जी, कैलकुलेट करिए तो क्या हो जाएगा? दिस इज द Ly, देन दिस विल बी r स्क्वायर माइनस 5r प्लस 6 इक्वल टू 0. दिस इज द ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन. ओके, लेट अस सॉल्व टुगेदर. सो क्या हो जाएगा? r माइनस 3 r माइनस 2. ऑलराइट, जब हम इसको सॉल्व करेगा r माइनस 3 r माइनस 2, डेफिनेटली r1 इज इक्वल टू 3 एंड r2 इज इक्वल टू 2. तो सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा आपका? y1 इज इक्वल टू e रेज़ टू द पावर 3x एंड अनदर सॉल्यूशन e की पावर 3x. दिस इज योर आंसर. डन. हां हाँ तभी. ओके स्टूडेंट, सो सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. आप इसको अच्छे से करिए. हम प्रॉब्लम शीट को आज हम पीडीएफ के थ्रू भेज देगा. ठीक है? ओके, वेलकम. थैंक यू एवरीवन.